we talked a little bit about anxiety. I invited an excellent speaker. He graduated from Pierce College a few years ago, and he's over at PLU working on his degree, and tomorrow he's taking off for India, but to fit us into a schedule, and he's coming in to talk to you guys today, deliver a little speech. And I'm really excited that Devin, I got to work with Devin in a theater production a few years ago. He had the lead role, and I'm really excited about him taking time to come out from PLU, come over from PLU. He actually works here. You also work here on campus, correct? So he came over today to visit with you guys. I'm really excited that he was able to build us into a schedule. Let's please give him a round of applause. Thank you, guys. I'm going to grab my laptop and go out here and take notes. I'm going to encourage you to take notes. We can make this go away so you can use it, right? All right, yeah.
Hey, so, gosh, where should I start? I guess I got called on you today because I specialize on teaching people how to use basic psychology to enhance their social skills and get what they want in life. Big fancy words that basically mean I make a living out of teaching people how to interact with other people. And a lot of times that manifests as giving presentations. I give talks all over, locally. I give talks at different community colleges, different businesses, and one of the big things that I focus on is confidence. And for the most part, the enemy of confidence is usually anxiety, stress, nervousness. And I think the best place to start is usually by actually going back on why I think it makes so little sense that I do that. I actually am probably the least equipped person naturally to ever give a presentation in front of any crowd in any sense. I have a lot of social anxieties. I can't have people behind me. It stresses me out. I can't be in large crowds. I get claustrophobic. I count my exits when I enter a room. Every room, always. I tactically decide where I'm going to sit. And, you know, in college, you're always giving the advice that on the first day, you should sit in the front row so the teacher recognizes you. And I go, no, because that makes there's someone behind me, so I don't do that. I'm going to sit in the very back row, and the teacher's never going to know who I am because I don't want to have people behind me. I have anxiety attacks, usually when I do one of these things that I just talked about as being a social anxiety. Like, when I'm in large crowds, I will have an anxiety attack. It's great. Public speaking makes so much sense, right? I actually grew up with a speech impediment, which was so severe that I wasn't able to talk to my peers, so I grew up not really knowing how to talk to people. And as a linear thinker, I don't really understand emotions, so I grew up not knowing how to relate to people. So I don't understand my own emotions, how am I going to relate to yours? I don't have any concept of what the word empathy actually means. It doesn't correlate with my world view, almost. So the best way to actually explain how this manifests is probably with an example. So I'll tell you a story about a few years ago. I was dating a college student who goes to Seattle Pacific, and I was absolutely crazy about her. I followed her around like a lost puppy for 6 months, but I could not ask her out. I didn't know how. Actually, that's not entirely true. I tried 2 weeks after I met her and made a fool of myself, and was lucky enough that she still let me hang around her. I was so socially uninclined that I didn't know how to ask her out. So after following her around for 6 months, eventually she asked me out. I guess I got lucky on that one. Then after we're dating for a few months, she starts telling me about this school dance that she has that she's really looking forward to. You know, the kind of way that someone tells you when they're nudging you, like, you should ask me to this. But again, I don't know how to do that, so I didn't do that. Instead, I just talked to her about it a lot, and I thought I wanted to go. I'd never been to a dance at this point, so I didn't know if I wanted to go. It sounded like something I wanted to do, right? Well, I just told you my long list of social anxieties. No, I don't. I don't ever want to go to a dance, ever. That's not my forte. I didn't ask her to it because I didn't know how, so about a week prior, after she'd been telling me about it for months, she invited me, so I go with her, and I couldn't dance with her. I was so awkward. I was a little wallflower. I stayed on the side. I was so uncomfortable. And I mean, I'm here with a girl who I know is crazy about me because she asked me out. She asked me to dance. I have done nothing to move this relationship forward whatsoever. she's still here, but I can't even enjoy myself. So fast forward 2 years later, and last month I took up swing dance. Never had any background in dance before, but I started taking swing dance lessons. And in 36 days, I got more than 100 hours of swing dance under my belt. So this culminated in me starting to give dancing lessons to groups of 20 plus students and giving demonstrations in front of a crowd of 100 people. And I tell you this because I've learned that having confidence is actually something that you can learn. And I did this through a long process, everything's relative, right? But for the last 2 years, I've read more than 70 books. I've spent more than $10,000 on my own personal development outside of school. I've taken 6 or 7 e-courses. I have 2 coaches. And I've learned because I was not okay with that. Actually, I bring up that story because that's a turning point to me. I was not okay with the fact that I wasn't able to enjoy myself with my favorite person in the world. I didn't like that. So that's kind of where my story started. And I'm going to project that forward to now, having gone through that, I actually make a living in my own business by teaching people how to get over social anxieties and how to have confidence and how to give speeches. So one of the biggest issues in my mind is when trying to give a speech is this whole notion of, I'm telling you right now that you want to be confident. And when I start talking about confidence, because I actually gave a talk about confidence all over the state in the last few months, and I get this feedback all the time that so many people are afraid of appearing arrogant. And I get that because I absolutely hate arrogance. I actually think really arrogant people are probably the most annoying human beings on planet Earth. I don't know if that's true, but I feel like that's true. That's my belief system. So I get that, and I always explain to people before I start really digging into how to build confidence and how to feel confident and how to project confidence. The difference between confidence and arrogance is that true confidence manifests as humility. If you're truly confident about something, you don't care what other people think because you know yourself. So any one of you could shout out, you know what, you're a lousy presenter, I don't care about anything you say. I'd say, okay, and I'd keep going. I'm perfectly comfortable. And it's not because I think I'm such a good speaker, it's because I'm just comfortable with myself. And I know myself, and I'm comfortable with my message and what I'm saying. And so, application tip, you guys are all about to embark on this journey where you're going to have to give several speeches. So, application tip, you will always appear confident to your audience if you can appear vulnerable to your audience. People aren't naturally vulnerable even to people they know directly, so being vulnerable to a large crowd works really well. Example might be when you get up and you start your speech by giving a story about how you can't even ask a girl out. It works so well because true confidence is total and immersive self-understanding. It's knowing who I am and what I stand for and being at peace with that notion. So I can be at peace telling you literally anything about my life because I'm comfortable with who I am. You probably don't want to hear everything about my life, but I'd be happy to share. So, true confidence manifests as humility. So, how do you develop confidence if you don't have it? How do you have the confidence to get on stage and talk to an audience? Well, I don't actually have time to get into it. I'm going to go over the 3 biggest tips that are best proven to work best at building confidence. I don't have time today to get into why they work, so I'm just going to tell you what they are, and I hope that's sufficient. Number 1 is probably the easiest one to think about. It actually sounds almost shallow, but number 1 is your attire. It's actually been proven that when people dress at an elevated state from their casual dress, they are more confident in themselves. And the way that I always explain it to people is when I dress sharp, I feel obligated to get things done because otherwise I'm letting myself down. I don't know very many people who actually walk around in a suit and don't look productive. So when I'm wearing a suit, I feel like I have to be productive. And it doesn't mean that you actually need to go out and buy a suit or have really expensive clothes. It means that dressing above the way that you normally dress makes you feel better about yourself, makes you feel more confident. And I'm pretty sure that most of you probably experienced that at some point in your life, of just, I feel good today, I look good, you know? I think a lot of people have had that notion. Well, it's actually backed psychologically. Then the second one that I would like to talk about is posture. So you're all sitting down. I'm not sitting down. I'm going to pretend I'm in a chair. I want you guys to play a little game with me if you don't mind. Okay? So I want you to scoot back away from your desk. It's going to get in the way a little bit. I want you to put one leg over the other knee. I want you to put your arms behind your head. If there's no one behind you, maybe put your arms on the chairs next to you. And what we're doing right now is we're building a big posture. We're building a power posture. Now I want you to repeat after me. I'm not good enough. I can't do it. Feels really uncomfortable, right? Doesn't make sense almost, right? All right, let's try another one. Put your feet square, knees together, put your hands on your lap, and scrunch your shoulders forward. Now repeat after me. I'm a winner. I can do anything. See, and you laugh because it feels so awkward, doesn't it? All right, go back to the first posture. This is the last one, I promise. Make yourself big again. Okay? All right. I can do anything I put my mind to. I'm a winner. I'm here for a purpose. Feels a little bit more right, doesn't it? Maybe still a little awkward because no one does this. Feels a little bit more right, right? Your posture tells your subconscious how you feel about yourself. And I just showed you that there's cognitive dissonance when you try to think big but you're not standing big. Okay? So having a good posture actually builds your confidence, which in turn builds your performance. And then the last one, and I don't have time to get into this nearly as much as I want to. Actually, these 3 tips are usually a 50-minute talk on its own. But the last one is power terms. And power terms are how we choose to speak. So I always use this example of mathematics. A